Give me just a second so I can make sure that. I just need to make sure that I'm live. I am live. Let me see here. And there's nobody in the chat, but it's all good. All right, guys. I know that a lot of people are going to watch this once it's uploaded and stuff like that. We got kind of a bit of ground to cover today. A lot of Venom discussion. You know, thanks to a CGC fan, he's got quite a few Venom books that he says are hot that he wants me to look up, which some of them I definitely agree with. Fading Out, what's up, bro? Fading Out is in the chat. Jason Smith. Jason, what is up, bro? I get your books out probably Monday. Still pressing some people's stuff. And actually, Jason, your book is going to be one of the first that I get out. So I might even get it out today. But let me just go ahead and make a couple plugs. Wait, give people a little bit of time so maybe they can join us if they'd like to. Let me share my screen. Get that trippy effect. All right, just real quick. Still doing pressing service. Pressing and cleaning, if anybody's interested. I've had quite a few people reach out to me already. Got some books from God, what's his name? I forgot his name. I didn't even open up the box yet. And then I got some stuff coming from Adam and then from a couple of other people. So I definitely want to thank you guys so much. I love doing this. I love, improving the quality and value of your comic books. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity. I am insured up to about $2,000 if that helps anybody. And so, yeah, but, I'd love to press your books and help you guys out if you're interested. Also, a week from tomorrow, I'm going to be doing my 7th affordable auction. And it's going to be switched up a little bit. I'm going to switch it up a little bit differently. I'm not going to really explain to you exactly what that's going to look like. I haven't gotten confirmation yet from some people. So but I'm definitely going to switch it up a little bit. So check that out. Again, it's going to be 6 p.m. Eastern, and I think I'm going to stick to that time slot for now. I may go up to 5 p.m. Eastern eventually, but I'm not 100% sure, partly because I know that time is going to be changing soon, and, it's going to get darker sooner outside, and so that's probably the reason why I may bump it up to 5 o'clock. But for now, I'm going to be doing at 6 p.m. Eastern a week from tomorrow, Sunday, September the 24th. Also, Instagram. Guys, please check me out on Instagram. A couple of reasons behind that. Number one, this is where I post books that are going to be in future auctions. I don't really have a Facebook page that I have dedicated to my YouTube channel or my auction. My Facebook page is just for pressing and cleaning services. Okay, that's it, guys. I may combine my YouTube and Instagram onto Facebook. I'm not 100% sure yet, but for right now, I'm keeping Facebook just for pressing and cleaning services only. That way, people have a source to go to get photos, and so they can see photos, and so they can get information and see about the pressing and cleaning service that I provide. So. But Instagram is definitely going to be the place where you're going to want to go to see what books I'm going to have in future auctions. So also every Thursday at 8:30 Eastern, Comic Conversation over at JLS Comics. Be sure to check us out. I'm over there with Jesse from JLS Comics, Justin from EXILESTATE Comics, Chris from Buckshot 33, as well as myself. We didn't have one Thursday because Jesse's still out of power over in Florida. Actually, no, I think he said yesterday's power. He got his power turned on, so he should be good now. But so hopefully this Thursday we'll get back to the swing of things of doing Comic Conversations. So be sure to check us out there if you're interested. Also, comicbook.com. These guys also write over at this website. I'm thinking about joining them. Doing some writing. I know they need some writers, and I used to write for a website, and I'm kind of interested. I've been doing a lot more reading, so I'm definitely interested in doing this. So, but check these guys out. Also, if you're interested in being a writer, check out Justin from Exile State Comics. He's a managing editor over there. I'm pretty sure that he could help you out if you are interested. Okay. That's it for the plugs. I apologize. Just kind of had to get that in there. But let's go ahead and get started. Let me see. Give me just a second, guys. Let me, I just want to, see here. Sorry, I forgot to give myself a banner. All right. Sorry about that. It's hard to believe that it's been 15 episodes already. Let me see. Okay, I should be fine. Sorry about that. Okay, so all right, so let me just see what's going on in the chat before I get started, because there's some things that I found to be very yeah, Jason, people are still asleep, but it's all good. I know a lot of people kind of tend to watch this afterwards, but it's just the most convenient time for me because my wife is at the gym. She teaches, she's a cycle instructor, and look, when you got kids and wife and everybody talking and running around, it's a distraction. So this is just the perfect time for me to do this. But let's go ahead and get started, because let me share my screen again. So this is one of the books that I wanted to look up today and talk about, because this book is just hot. It's hot, hot. Amazing 300. I'll tell you what. Let's look at Comics MV real quick. Amazing Spider-Man number 300. This is a hot book. This is a book that has been in demand for quite a while. A book that I think will always be in demand. And the problem is, what kind of grade we want to look at. I'm just going to look at a 9.4 average grade. Okay. Let's look at all time. Let's look over the past 6 months. All right. Even in 9.4, average sales about 430. Okay, it's sold as it's sold as high as 641. That's ridiculous. But here's what I wanted to look at. Look at the gauges again. The current market availability is high. There's a lot of these books out here. The recent demand, it is at its highest. Okay, so this book is just stupid, crazy, hot right now, and everybody wants to get their hands on one, even if they pay more than what it's worth, because for whatever reason they think it's going to put their kids through college. But let's look at what this book has done in a 9.4, 9.8. I might even do a 9.6, not sure yet, but let's start out with the 9.4. A 9.4, the average for this book right now is about 461. And if we look at our gauge right here, it's actually gone up just a little bit. The book, for whatever reason, is sold as high as 6. This year, as a matter of fact, this book has sold at its highest that it has ever sold. Unbelievable. $618. And this isn't even a 9.8. Now, really what surprised me about this is that 5 years ago, that to me, that doesn't seem that to be that long ago, a 9.8 was selling for about $500 or $600. Now a 9.4 is selling for about $400 or $500. This baffles me. And one of the reasons why I want to talk about this book is because I had a long discussion with my shop owner, and we were talking about spec books, and they were talking about buying stuff to sell and get rid of quick and stuff like that. And I'm paraphrasing here. I don't remember, all the details of the conversation, but one of the things that really came to mind was, one of the things that were a part of the conversation that people were like, you sell these books at their peak value, and like that's pretty much it. And then I mentioned to him, I said, well, not necessarily, because this book right here, ASM 300, it had a peak value back 10 years ago in 2007 when Spider-Man 3 came out and we saw Venom for the very first time on the big screen. This book had a peak at one point. Well, it bottomed out. Well, not bottomed out, but it went down quite a bit after that movie because it sucked so bad. But now it's coming up again. 10 years later, this book is asking for all-time record highs. And it's just one of the things that I had in defense of my conversation with him is that books can go back up again. And in this case, these books are going for more than what they were going 10 years ago when we saw Venom for the first time on the big screen. So just, a rare, what's the word I'm looking for? A rare exception here to this whole speculation, era that we are in, a new speculation era, I guess, because of all the movies. But, you don't see this stuff happen very often. But yeah, this book, man, is just fetching crazy money. And because people get caught up in the hype, sometimes people want to spend more than really what they typically would spend for it because they're just so caught up in the hype. So, but, a 9.4 record high, 460, 9.6. Look at this. 9.6, you're looking at about $680, people. The last one sold actually this month for $700. This is just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. And then when we go to a 9.8, look at this. Look at this last one sold for almost $1,900. $1,900. Here it is right here. Look at this average. Oh my God. Almost $2,000. This year, this book peaked out at an all-time high, $2,500. Can you believe that? An all-time high, $2,500. And it ain't even signed. My good. Look at what the signed ones are going for. Signed by Stan Lee and McFarlane. Look at this. $2,800. Just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat real quick. What's up, Dominic? How you doing, bro? Angel B's in the house. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. We're just kind of talking gibberish and CGC, slabs, Venom. I got some DC books I want to talk about too. All right, so Amazing 300. If you can get your hands on one, I got a couple copies. I got a raw copy and I got a 9.6, signed by Stan Lee and McFarlane. It's red labeled though by CBCS, but I don't care. So I really just kind of wanted to talk about that. Just it's a stupid hot book right now, and I think if anybody can get their hands on one, oh, that ain't nothing, man. Hold up. I gotta show y'all something, man. I was talking to Adam last night, Comically Flawed. Check this out, man. Check this out. I gotta show y'all this. I come across this. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. So let's go. Okay, so let's go to the soul. Watch this. This is stupid. I can't believe this, man. I cannot believe I saw this. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me see here. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, man. Yeah, I'm telling you ain't gonna believe this. Watch this. Look at this. This guy, check this out. This guy, oh my God. Look at this. Hold up. This guy, he doesn't have a lot of positive, he doesn't have a lot of feedback, which to let you know that he doesn't sell a lot. But look at what he says. He says, Amazing Spider-Man 300, Venom first appearance, original owner. Please look at photos for specific conditions. Not a professional grader, blah, blah, blah. Comic will come back and board, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he doesn't sell a lot. And look at how gorgeous this book is. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how gorgeous this book is. This book is just from what I can see, it's probably like a 9.4 at least. At least. Look at what he sold it for. Oh, $50. He sold it for $50. Now, I tried to figure out, like, okay, it was a starting bid, and he only had one bid. Now, I'm trying to figure out, like, where were other people at bidding on this? Why were there nobody else bidding on this? Well, here's what I think. Number one, I think he had it at a one-day auction. Number two, look at the time that it ended. It ended at 8:15 in the morning. What was that? The 14th on a Thursday. Now, if anybody's selling stuff on eBay, especially an auction, everybody knows that number one, you don't end an auction until the night when everybody's off work or everybody's at home. Number two, I don't end auctions until at least after 7 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. And number three, if I'm going to do an auction, almost always do my auctions end on a Sunday. Sometimes I'll have them end on a Thursday, but for the most part, my auctions will end on a Sunday night where everybody's at home. Everybody's either watching football or browsing on the web with family, doing all that stuff anyway. So, but I couldn't believe it. $50. If you look at this book and how gorgeous it is, you get this book slab. This book is probably at least a $400 or $500 book. So totally blew me away when I saw this last night. I could not believe it. But that's just, you know, an example of, you know, if you're looking for something on eBay, you have to always be hunting, always be looking, because you never know what you're going to find. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Angel says, hey, Edwin, do only use eBay sales as a reference when pricing out raw books. Actually, I use eBay a lot when I'm pricing raw books. My LCS will price a lot of stuff more than eBay, but they also sit there longer. And, you know, occasionally he's right. You know, like, for instance, he had a Uncanny X-Men 266, the first appearance of Gambit. He wanted $100 for that. That book raw goes for like 60 to 80. And it sat for like 2 or 3 weeks, but he sold it for 100. So somebody ended up buying it. So you do get those rare occasions where people spend more. And I don't think it's that I think they're just ignorant to the market value and demand of certain books. And so that's why they do that. But yeah, I use eBay a lot. Yeah, Dominic, he definitely could have made a profit. And again, it's just a seller not really knowing what he was doing. I think it was at a one-day auction is what I'm thinking. But even still, I mean, at a one-day auction, people throughout the evening and the night of that first day would have been aware of this book. But maybe because it was a Wednesday night, I don't know. I really, really don't know. Yeah, I hear you, Jason. Only 2 days ago, man. Someone on Facebook is selling an ASM 300 for 150. What's up, Vernon? Vernon says, anyone heard any news about CB? Well, I heard that they're open, but I think that the problem right now that they're experiencing is an internet connection. Their internet isn't up to proper speed, and it's keeping things slowed down quite a bit. So last I heard, they're open. Most of their employees have showed back up to work. It's just the and they got their power on. It's just the internet connectivity that they're having a problem with. But hey, Fate now, if that book is in decent condition, man, I'd buy that for $150. I would totally buy that. That's what I bought this last one for. I bought it for, actually no, I think I bought it. It was a newsstand. I think I paid like $2 or $250 for it. But I pressed it and it was at least a 9.4. I got like $500 out of it. So all right, I'm going to move on, but man, that just blows me away. $50. Makes me sick. Okay, let me move on because the more I look at that, the more upset I'm just gonna get. What is this? Am I still on the Venom? Okay, yeah, I'm still on the ASM 300. All right, here's another book I want to look at. Let me get a sip of coffee real quick. Gomez in the house. What's up, man? Gomez. Man, why didn't y'all I'll talk about that later. I don't want to go on a rabbit trail. All right, so here's the other book I want to look at, Forever People. All right, now check this out. It's the first full appearance. What does it say? First full appearance of Darkseid. First appearance of Forever People. Okay, this is a full appearance. Okay, 9.4. This one sold for about $525. Let's go ahead and look up what GPA has to say. And the average for an 8.5, it's actually gone down. I guess people want a higher grade. Average for a 9.4, $460. 460 plus bucks for this book. It's a full appearance. First full appearance with Darkseid. Let's look at this one. What is this? Yeah, this is the other one I want to look at. The cameo appearance of Darkseid. Okay, so eBay didn't have a 9.4, one that was sold anyways, but they got a 9.2. What does GPA say about that? Look at what a 9.4 is sold for. A 9.4, his cameo has an average of about $1,500. His cameo is 3 times more than his first full appearance. Now this just, I don't get it. People spend money on stuff and they have no idea what they're buying. The first full appearance of Darkseid is 66% less than his cameo. And if anybody has seen this book, Darkseid's cameo is in one little tiny panel at the bottom, and it doesn't even look like Darkseid. It looks like some big fat white guy. Darkseid has like this gray, rocky looking face, and people are just, I don't know, man. I don't get it. It says, yeah, see, even right here, if you look, it says first appearance of Darkseid and cameo on last page. Stupid. But for whatever reason, people want to pay more for his cameo, and therefore it drives up the demand for this book. And, you know, people, if they want it, they got to pay an arm and a leg for it. But me, in my opinion, this is the book I would be looking for. This is the book I would be looking for because it's his first full appearance. So it just, I don't know, man. $460 compared to $1,500. I just don't get it. Anyways, so yeah, I want to throw out some DC. I don't really cover a lot of DC sometimes, but we all know that Darkseid is going to eventually find his way into, I guess it's Justice League, or Justice League is going to have Darkseid's assistant, or whatever you want to call him. I forget his name, but so Darkseid probably isn't somebody that we're going to see until probably maybe a couple years down the road. But I don't know, maybe we'll get like a cameo of Darkseid or something in the next Justice League film. I'm excited about that, man. I hope they learned their lesson from Batman versus Superman, and, you know, made a lot of changes to the point to where they put out a much better quality film, in my opinion. So, all right, let me see. Let me close this out. Close this out. Close this out. Close this out. What am I looking up next? What is this? Oh, okay. Well, I got some books to look up. Hold on. Let me see what's going on in the chat. See what you guys are jibber jabbering about. Nerd Vision says, does Darkseid talk on the panel? I don't know. But we can look it up real quick because it's just a stupid looking. I don't think he does. Oh, he does. Here it is right here. This is Darkseid right here. This right here is Darkseid. And all he says is, and as for the man in question, I await your orders, sire. Do nothing. Your plan has failed. I shall contact you soon. Yes, great Darkseid, I'm your servant. I have lost a skirmish, but the battle is yet to come. And like, that's it. And then it says Darkseid with the mention of that name. The outline of a vast, ominous intrigue begins to take shape. Follow Jimmy Olsen, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, he does say something, but that's all he says. He says, do nothing. Your plan has failed. I shall contact you soon. But this is what people are paying for. This is what people are paying $1,200, $1,400 for. This right here. What is his? I'd be curious to see what he looks like in the Forever People. Because is this the Forever People? Is this what he looks like in Forever People? Because I don't have a copy of Forever People #1, but I'd be curious to see what he looks like in Forever People #1. I don't know, but anyways, this right here ain't worth to me $1,200. So, but whatever. Vernon wants me to look up Firestorm #1. I will. Vernon, let me get to these books first. So CGC fan has a bunch of books that he wanted me to look up, and I appreciate that. He says that Venom is on the move, which he is, and he said that a lot of books that he wants me to look up are hot right now, and a lot of people are looking for them. One of them is Amazing Spider-Man 300, and he said all 9.8. So. And this book has taken quite a dip, though, because I do remember, for whatever reason, this book was fetching a premium more than an Amazing Spider-Man 300, if not around the same price. So as you can see, let me see here. Excuse me. As you can see, Amazing 301 has a value right now of about $700, and it's gone as high as 1320. My goodness! Of course, that was back in 2008, but still, I think the average right now is about a $700 book, and it's gone down a little bit each year, because you can see a couple years ago it was close to $1,000 book. Last year it had a high of 777, and this year it does have a high of 717, but it's still a $60 drop in value, and even more than that because right now the 90-day average is at 696. So I don't know what's up. Maybe people are waking up to this book and realizing that they're paying too much for it, and so whenever people have one that they want to buy or sell, people just aren't paying as much as what this book is gone for. So yeah. So I don't get it, man. But that's what that book is going for. Another one that you want to look at right here, Amazing 315. One of the reasons why he wants me to look this up, this is actually Venom's second full appearance. But this book doesn't go for as much as his third appearance, which is his first cover appearance. But I don't know. Would you guys consider this to be a cover? His little face right there? I would. And you wouldn't catch me paying ridiculous price for this just because of the cover. I mean, it is a cool cover. Don't get me wrong. But it's his third appearance. Anyways, so a 90-day average for Amazing 315 has this book at about $124. Okay, so it has gone up a little bit. But for whatever reason, idiots are paying as high as $285 for this book, because this year alone, and we're not even done with the year, this year alone, this book has maxed out at a new high, $285, and it's starting to level out again. Because even though it does have an average of 124, the last one sold for 120. So, which is like a 60% reduction. So, but anyways, good book to have in my opinion. Really, really good book. McFarlane artwork, fantastic artist. All right, now this one, 316. I got a couple of these. They're not slab, but I got a couple of them. Look at this book, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Check this out. This book has sold for almost $700. People, why are you paying so much? Almost $700. Let me see. What did that sell for? Oh, that sold like a week ago. Oh my God. A week ago, somebody spent almost $700 on this book. Dang. There ain't no way, man. There ain't no way. Because this book right now has about a $327 average. Man, why would you spend $700 on this book? Dang, bro, that is crazy, man. That is just crazy to me. Would you guys spend $700 on this book? Y'all don't hear it yet? Hold on a second. Are you guys hearing static? Okay, so I apologize for the static. I have noticed that my microphone has been messing up a little bit. If it's just too unbearable, let me know, and I'll wrap this up. I think that I might be in search of a new microphone, so I'm not 100% sure yet, but I have been experiencing a little bit of static recently. So anyways, let me just keep going because it doesn't appear to be too bad. We're going for about 20 more minutes and we'll wrap this up. So yeah, anyways, this 316, Amazing 316, CGC fan wanted me to look it up. It's got about $327 value. And he also wanted me to look up 408, which I don't really know the significance with this. He said like a polybag. I don't know if this is a polybag version. I wasn't collecting Spider-Man at this time. But for whatever reason, a 9.8 of Amazing Spider-Man 408 only has a value of like $40. That's it. And I don't really see any other bagged version in GPA. So this is one that I'm very familiar with. Carnage appearance. This is just a ridiculously cool cover. Ridiculously cool cover. Amazing 410. This book goes for close to $100. It has a 90-day average of about $92. I wouldn't ask no less than $100 for it. Hold on. Okay. So, but you know, this is a really cool cover, and for whatever reason, people really like it because it's just kind of a different Carnage look. Really, really cool cover, man. Man, I wish I had that cover. All right. So for 9.8 of Amazing 410, you're looking at about $92. So let's go on to the last one. Now, this is a really cool cover, although this isn't the one that he wanted me to look up. This is like a variant. Amazing, what is this, 410? 654. Amazing Spider-Man 654. This is just a really cool cover. Is that Flash Thompson? Yeah, I think it is. I don't think that's Eddie Brock. Anyways, he wanted me to look up 654 and 9.8. Again, it's about $118 book on average. It's gone up, although it did sell for its max high last year at about $225. So, but it's got about $118, $120 average right now. So there you go, CGC fan. All right, let's go ahead and look up. Let me see here. Let's go ahead and look up. What did Vernon want me to look up? He said Firestorm #1. I think I looked. Yeah, I looked up this book once before. Can I assume it's from the 70s right here? He said Firestorm #1 and Booster Gold. I'm pretty sure that Booster Gold has gone down. Anyways, a 9.8 of Firestorm #1. Oh, wow. This book is going down too. Let's look at the chart. Okay, so Firestorm #1 has sold for a high 3 years ago at $516. Last year it got close to that at about $500, but as of late, this book only has an average of about $433, and the arrow is pointing down, which is indicating that it's gone down in value, and it looks to be continuing to go down because the last sale was at $425, which was a couple months ago. So, man, if you have that book, I guess now's the time to sell. If you're looking for that book, I wouldn't pay. Me, in my opinion, I'd try to get it for no higher than like $350. No higher than $350. But that's just me. Oh, Comically Flawed in the house. What's up, bro? Adam. All right, you also want me to look up Booster Gold. I'll look up Booster Gold real quick. Got to get more DC action up in here, man, because I like DC, but I guess I just don't give DC enough attention. Booster Gold #1. I got this book. It ain't in high grade or nothing, but I remember a year ago when they made an announcement and everybody was paying stupid prices for this book. First appearance of Booster Gold, 9.8 has an average now of about $200. Wow. 2 years ago. Yep, that was about the time when we got some kind of movie announcement. People spent almost $400 on this book. Wow, that is ridiculous. And look at all the arrows. Look at this. Down, down, down. Look at all these arrows. Down, down, down. Definitely not a book that you want to be holding on to right now. And even if they do come up with a movie, I mean, come on, how popular, how is Booster Gold going to be cool? I mean, how are they going to make him? I mean, he's always been kind of a B or C list character, in my opinion. I mean, he doesn't have a long history. I mean, he's been around for about 30 years now, but yeah. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, so probably gonna have to wrap this up here pretty soon, guys. I really apologize, but let me see what you guys are talking about in the chat. If anybody has anything else they want me to look up. Oh, Nerd Vision, that's a good question. I think it is. He says that if Venom books are going up, is Web of Spider-Man 18 going up as well? You know, not a lot of people. I think that book is finally starting to catch on, but we can look it up real quick because I think that it is. I think that it is. Web of Spider-Man 1985, number 18. I wouldn't buy this book unless it was a 9.8. Wow, this book has gone up quite a bit. You know, one of the things that pissed me off about this book, it was I had the opportunity to buy it back in 2013. It sold on eBay for like $65 plus shipping. And look at what this book is going for now. It's going for an average of about $320, and it's going up. The last sale, so wow, dang. See, I got about 4 of these that I submitted to CBCS. I don't know what they're going to come back as, but man, that is crazy. That book is about a $300 book right now. Dang. So there you go, Nerd Vision. That book has definitely gone up, man. But you know what else, Nerd Vision, that a lot of people don't know about? There's also another cameo of Web of Spider-Man number 24. Dang, hold on, I gotta look at this for a second because I had no idea that book would be going for as much as it is now. I never would have thought. I never would have thought. Actually, let me look at. Yes. Yeah, so this was like around the time of the last one that I saw. Yep, and it sold for the prices that I was thinking about. Yep, 57. Maybe it was like 65 shipped. I can't remember, but this is around the time of the last one that I saw, and I felt stupid because I tried to be frugal with my spending and my bidding, and I really should have just bidded like 80 or 100 bucks if I would have got it. But whatever. I got 4 of them right now that I sent out to CBCS, so we'll see what they come back as. But number 24 is another one that I don't think a lot of people are aware of, and it's gone up. 9.8 is the only thing that I would be buying. This is also an early Eddie Brock / Venom cameo appearance in which he has his hand that he sticks out of the window to grab Spider-Man's leg and causes him to fall. These 2 cameo appearances are actually confirmed on Venom Dark Origin. That storyline, we actually get confirmation that these are early Venom appearances in that storyline. So they're going up. They're definitely going up. So there you go, Nerd Vision. It is crazy, Nerd Vision. It is absolutely crazy. Oh, comically flawed. That, you know, I looked that one up real quick. This will actually be the last one, and I'm gonna probably wrap this up because I'm getting a lot of noise in the background. My wife just got home; she's cooking, and I don't want to continue a lot of noise, but yeah, no problem, Nerd Vision. Last book, Comically Flawed, wanted me to look up a variant. We were talking about variants last night, and he was showing me some very expensive variants that I didn't really know anything about. Like, I've seen them before, but I honestly didn't know the price that they were asking. Let's see. Invincible Iron Man in 2012. He says 512B. Yeah, it's got to be it. Holy crap. Even look at this 9.8. Dang. Just so people know what we're talking about, Adam. Let me show them real quick. I don't think there's any in the doesn't look like there's any in as there's not even any for sale. Dang. Oh, here it is. This book right here. That is a cool cover. But man, that book has an average of about close to $1,600. Wow, that book is sold for almost $3,000 at one time. But look at what's going on here. Only 5 of them have been sold in the past 4 years. So I think I'm starting to understand why that book asks for so much money, because there's so few of them out there. Wow. That is an expensive variant. Yeah, I agree, Adam. There's no way I'd pay for that either. There's just no, even if I had the money, man, I'm buying like a Hulk 181 or something else instead. Like, yeah, it's rare, but I don't know, man. It doesn't have that historic history with it like a Hulk 181. And there's, in my opinion, there's very few people that's going to want a book like this, let alone spend money on a book like this. So I don't know, if I found one on the cheap or just out there in the wild, I'd grab it, of course, if it was cheap enough. But I'm not spending $1,500 in this book. So, all right, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hold on, let me stop this. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. Don't forget about my affordable auction number 7 a week from tomorrow. If anybody's watching football today and tomorrow, I hope your team wins. Have fun with that. But as always, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. I always appreciate it, guys. Keep God first in your life and enjoy your comic books. And God bless you guys. Till next week, have a great, great weekend. I'll talk to you soon.